Welcome to AI Brief, episode 154. I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah. Good to be here.
So for this deep dive, we're digging into the sources you sent over, really trying to pull out the key nuggets on what's happening right now in AI.
Yeah, we've got some pretty significant updates. The UAE is making a huge move with ChatGPT Plus access.
Right, and that whole AI copyright debate keeps heating up. We've got some insights there from an ex-Meta exec.
Plus, UBS using AI avatars, which is
Yeah.
interesting. And some quick updates on Grok and a bit of a worrying security flaw over at GitHub.
And then a roundup of other news and trending tools. It's a packed agenda.
It is. Let's dive in.
Okay, first up, the UAE. What they're doing with ChatGPT Plus. It sounds unprecedented.
It really is. They're partnering with OpenAI to give their entire population free access to ChatGPT Plus.
Free access. So skipping the usual, what, $20 a month fee?
Exactly. That $20 is a barrier for a lot of people, right?
That's
The UAE is just removing it. Nationwide, this isn't some small pilot program for schools or anything.
And it connects to that bigger infrastructure project, doesn't it? The Stargate data center.
It does, ties right into it. That massive 1 gigawatt facility planned for Abu Dhabi, starting with 200 megawatts in 2026. It shows this isn't just like a software giveaway, it's strategic.
So the big picture here is the UAE basically trying to fast-track AI literacy for everyone.
Pretty much. Positioning themselves as a first mover in public AI access, aiming for widespread digital fluency. It kind of puts pressure on other countries, you know? Makes you wonder if AI tools will become more like a public utility.
Okay, let's shift to that copyright battle. Artists versus AI training data needs.
Yeah, it's a constant tension. And we got some strong words from Nick Clegg, formerly at Meta.
What did he say? I heard it was pretty blunt.
It was. He basically claimed that requiring companies to get consent before using copyrighted work for training would severely damage the industry, called it implausible, even saying it clashes with the physics of the technology.
The physics, meaning the sheer amount of data they need.
Exactly. And he warned that if even one place, like the UK, mandates consent, it could just kill their AI development.
Wow. So what's his proposed solution then?
He suggested an opt-out system, so artists could remove their work after it's potentially been used, ensuring some natural justice, as he put it.
An opt-out.
Mm.
It still feels like a temporary fix, maybe. Doesn't solve the core issue of needing that data in the first place.
That's the fundamental conflict, yeah. IP holders want control, AI models need massive data sets derived from existing content. An opt-out might be a middle ground, but is it sustainable?
All right, moving on to something different. UBS, the Swiss bank, using AI avatars.
Yes, it's quite something. They started an opt-in program back in January.
Opt in for their analysts to get digital versions of themselves.
Right. Over 36 analysts already have these avatars, made using Synthesia tech to copy their voice and look. They use OpenAI models, apparently, to turn their research content into scripts for the avatars.
And they're serious about it, not just a gimmick.
Seems not. They're aiming for 5,000 AI-generated videos a year, globally. There were some initial bumps with accents in different languages, but you can see the appeal.
Especially somewhere like Switzerland, right, with multiple languages.
Exactly. Instant translation is a huge plus there. Think German, French, Italian, English content almost immediately.
But the risk, delivering financial advice via an avatar, that feels like it could get tricky, blurring lines between real and synthetic.
That's the concern. Efficiency and scale versus the potential for misunderstanding or even misleading information, even if it's unintentional. It's a fine line, especially with money involved.
Okay, let's do some rapid-fire updates. Grok.
Leaks suggest Grok 3.5 from XAI might be close. People found references in web builds.
What's the expectation? What makes it different?
Supposedly stronger on reasoning from first principles, maybe better coding abilities, and likely features we see elsewhere, like screen sharing on iOS, API access, that sort of thing.
Got it. And the GitHub security flaw.
Yeah.
That sounded worrying.
Yeah, it's a big one. Researchers found a way to use simple prompt injection in public code repositories.
Prompt injection, so tricking the AI.
Basically, yeah. Malicious instructions hidden in public code can trick AI assistants into leaking data from users' private repositories.
Oh, wow. That's bad.
Right. Simon Willison called it a perfect security storm. Gives attackers a potential backdoor to private data through AI interactions. Really highlights the security challenges as AI gets integrated everywhere.
Okay, besides those big stories, there's always a ton of other stuff happening. Let's run through some highlights.
Right. First, Elon Musk's DOGE project is reportedly using Grok for data analysis. Raises some privacy and conflict of interest questions given his links.
And Abu Dhabi's AI University, MBZUAI.
They launched an institute of foundation models, and they're even opening a research lab out in Silicon Valley, expanding their reach.
We're also seeing very niche AI plays like Atlog AI.
Yeah, AI voice agents specifically for furniture stores, calling customers, negotiating payments, recovery, very targeted.
Interesting. And funding continues spatial.
Right. Matthias Neissner's venture got $13 million seed funding. They want to generate interactive 3D spaces just from text prompts.
Then there's OpenAI expanding again.
Yep. New office in Seoul, South Korea. That's their third in Asia. They're hiring locally, building partnerships.
And more partnerships forming.
Oh.
Capgemini, SAP, Mistral.
Teaming up for custom AI, especially for sensitive industries like finance, aerospace, defense, leveraging Mistral's models, presumably.
And finally, hardware competition. Huawei.
They're really pushing their SuperNode 384 architecture as an alternative to NVIDIA's NVL72 for data centers. A strategic domestic play in China, trying to tackle computing bottlenecks. It just shows, AI isn't just happening in one place or one way. It's spreading out.
Definitely. So let's touch quickly on some trending tools you might be seeing out there. Just a quick snapshot.
Sure. So for video creation, Google's got Flow for filmmaking and VO3 for generating video with audio.
More accessible options.
Yeah. Sand AI has Maj-A1 Distill, aiming for affordable image to video. And for 3D shapes, Direct 3D S2 is getting attention for high-res results.
What about text or general AI interaction?
There's T3 Chat, which lets you access a bunch of different top models in one interface. Pretty handy.
And design.
Gizine focuses on giving users more control over composition and style in image generation. There's also a tool just called Typing that tries to adapt to your writing style and tone across different apps.
Anything for workflow or content.
Happy Scribe is doing AI transcription, subtitles, dubbing, translation, and Vizard uses AI to chop up long videos into shorter, potentially viral clips.
Lots of tools emerging constantly. It's hard to keep track.
It really is, and the pace just seems to be accelerating.
So wrapping up this deep dive, we've gone from national strategies like the UAE's free ChatGPT Plus
to the messy copyright debates, banks using AI avatars, security scares, global expansions, new partnerships.
and right down to specific tools you can try out. It really underscores how fast AI is embedding itself into, well, everything.
Absolutely. The speed is incredible. And it raises a big question, I think.
Which is?
As AI gets woven deeper into our infrastructure and daily tools, sometimes almost invisibly, how do you personally keep up? Not just with the tech, but with understanding the implications for your data, your job, how you get information, especially when it changes so fast.
That's definitely something to think about. How do you adapt when the ground shifts seemingly every few months?
A challenge for all of us, I suspect.
Well, we hope this deep dive helped make sense of some of the latest shifts. To stay updated, make sure you follow AI Brief for our future analyses.
And if you found this useful, please share it with colleagues or friends who are also trying to navigate the world of AI.